Hello, my friends. This is Nefer Kefri. I was working with Tarot of the Witch's Garden yesterday, doing a reading for a client, and it was a really long Tarot annual forecast. That is a 36 card reading. You get 3 cards for each month. I will include a payment link in the first comment below the video should anyone be interested in ordering. You can do this reading any time of year. It's a great reading to do on your birthday, and it gives you the year ahead from the date on which the reading was done, 1 full year. Okay, so I was using this deck. I've used this deck many other times. I bought Tarot of the Witch's Garden when it was first published, and let me double check and see what year that was. You know, I have so many decks, I can never remember. 2023. Okay, I was going to say 2022. It's a lovely deck published by Llewellyn. The cards have a linen finish, semi-glossy. They shuffle very easily. And I noticed something. You know, when you've got 36 cards from the same deck laid out on your table, you're going to start to notice some things. And what I noticed was in her reading, she had the Ace of Wands. Okay, 4 of Wands. What was the other card? Yeah, it was the Temperance card. For this happened to be for her birthday month, which is in August. So her reading runs from April to the following March. Okay, her birthday's in August. These were the 3 cards she received in August. So, you know, I'm doing the interpretation like I do, and I'm looking at each card in turn, and then I string them together to, you know, create the story the cards are trying to convey here and the guidance, right? And then I noticed something weird. Do you see it? Look very closely at the background of each of these cards. On the 4 of Wands, it may be a bit trickier to see. I'll give you a couple seconds. Have you seen it yet? Have you seen what each of these cards has in common? Okay, just in case you haven't, it's most noticeable on the Ace of Wands. This cottage. It's there. On the 4 of Wands, it's here. Same cottage. And it's also present on the Temperance card. Look at that. It is the exact same cottage on each card. And after I was done with her reading, I noticed it on like 3 other cards. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? So I went through the entire deck. Now, at first I assumed it was on every card of the aces, and I just didn't notice it. But that's not true, because it's not on the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's the Ace of Cups. But look, same exact house. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And on these 2 cards, the view is pretty much identical. So I thought that was really intriguing. So then I kept looking. And I looked next at the Ace of Swords. What did I do with it? Okay, let me find it first. Here it is. There it is again. I mean, check it out. Is that wild or what? It's the exact same house. And so then I started going through all the other cards in the deck. 7 of Swords. There it is again. The 8 of Cups. It's in the distance here. A little bit murky, but it is the same house, exactly. Here it is in the 5 of Cups. And just for reference again, here it is on the Ace of Wands. Now on the moon card, it's really interesting because this is a nighttime scene. There's the house. You can recognize the lay of the windows. So you've got the front door here. You've got 2 side windows with arches over them. You've got the 2 windows on either end of the house on the first floor. They are lit. All 3 windows on the second floor are lit. It's the exact same house. But if you look at the rest of the moon card, there it is again, but mirrored. Because the moon, it's all about reflections and illusions. You know? I thought that was so cool. And if you look at the 9 of Pentacles, there it is. You just don't get much detail. But dollars to donuts, it's the same house. Now, what's this one? Oh, this was a reading I did for myself today. That doesn't have the house on any of the cards, but I have to set that aside because I have to yet to interpret that. Then you look at this card, the 7 of Cups, and here's a woman seated at a table. She's inside her home, right? She's got all these cups in the window. Well, let's look at that window. That window is arched, correct? Look at the house. On the first floor, you get those arches. So I think she's in the room here on the left-hand side where you've got that corbelled arch on the exterior of the house and you've got a window right behind it. I think that's where she is seated in this card. Isn't that the coolest little detail of a tarot deck? A repeating element. And it's not on every card. So I was just really bowled over by this, and I just really wanted to share with you guys. If you have this deck, take a good close look through it. You will be amazed. So it's on the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Moon, and the 9 of Pentacles, for a total of 12 cards. There are 12 signs in the zodiac. So I just found that to be rather intriguing. Now this deck, the book is by Sasha Graham with the artwork by Natasha Ilintsich, maybe? I don't know. I don't know Russian at all and how the Russian alphabet works. So I have no idea really how to pronounce her last name. But, you know, I just wonder if Natasha here had a specific reason to be including that house. Could that look like the house that she grew up in? Or could it be that Sasha Graham, as the author of the deck, she probably gave Natasha guidelines as to how she wanted each card to look. So maybe it was Sasha Graham who wanted that same house to appear on 12 of the cards in the deck. But I just found that to be really intriguing. I'm going to go through the guidebook here later and see if there's anything in the guidebook that gives us any clues as to why this house keeps showing up in the deck. And if I figure anything out about that, I will include a really, really short follow-up video, like 2-3 minutes long or something, about it. But I don't have time to look through it today. I'll probably look through it in the next couple days, but I wanted to get this video up on my channel. So, you know, again, if you have this deck, take a look through it. Look and see if you notice any other repeating elements. I haven't had time to do that myself. And this is a deck I know very well. I've been working with it on a regular basis since I got it in 2023. I just never noticed that house until today in my client's 36 card tarot annual forecast. Again, if you'd like to order one of those readings, the link is in the first comment below, and there's also a link there for a 5 to a 7 card reading if you just have one basic question you'd like addressed or you need guidance on a particular topic or situation. That is the other reading link, payment link that's there. So that's it for today. I just thought that was really cool and I wanted to share. If you've noticed any other cool elements in other tarot decks, drop a comment below with the name of the deck and the element that you've noticed so I can take a look. I have a collection of over 300 decks. Yes. Some say I have a problem. I say it's an occupational hazard. So chances are I may have that deck in my collection. Chances are pretty good I'll have it. So let me know in the comments, and also, let me know what you think of the deck. I do have a card earlier on in the video. It appeared up here in the right hand corner. That's for my review that I did of this deck a few months ago. So check it out if this deck is brand new to you and you might like to order it. It's available everywhere. I got my copy on Amazon. All my Amazon links that are at my site are affiliate links. I get a 1 to a 4.5% commission at no extra cost to you. So just full disclosure there, and I always note that disclosure also in the description. So let me know what you think about this. I just thought it was really interesting, and again, what I'd like to do is look at the cards in tarot deck order and see if they tell a story, because that same house shows up on every card, and if it does, I'll do another follow-up video on that and let you know what the story is, or what I think the story is. But I just thought this was fascinating and really a cool element for this deck. So I thank you all for watching. Please remember to give the video a like. That helps out my channel, and also to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I got over 60% of my viewership is not subscribed. Subscribing is free, remember. And I would so much appreciate it, as I am trying to grow this channel, hopefully one day toward monetization. And also, please share with your like-minded friends. So I thank you all so much for watching. This is Nefer Kefri, the Cozy Intuitive Creative, wishing you a blessed day ahead.